everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today discuss now what is communication and describe its process. Communication is simply that act of transforming information from one person to another person and one place to another place. It is the process of passing information and understanding from one person to another person. In simple words, it is a process of transmitting and sharing idea, opinion, fact, value, etc. from one person to another person and one organization to another organization. It is the management of messages for the purpose of creating meaning. An engineer Claude Shannon says something that is the communication. Communication is the transmission and reception of information. And Richard defined communication is the generation of meaning, and according to political scientist Harold Laswell, communication process has five component part: who say and what say and through which channel, to whom and with what effect. Communication, the buzzword in today's world, originated from the Latin word communere, which means to share. Various researchers and analysts define the term and communication in their own way, and despite their different variation, it can be briefly summed up their communication essentially means the transfer of idea, feeling, plan, message, or information from one person to another person. And process of communication. Communication is a process whereby information is encoded and channeled at sent by sender to a receiver via a medium. The receiver then decoded the message and gives the sender a feedback. In the late of 1919, communication researchers come with a universal abstracted model of the process of communication. A basic model of communication describes it as a six-step process that has its source wherever the sender gets idea and encodes a message, and it the message transmitted through a channel of medium. This message is received and then interpreted. Finally, the message is responded and appropriate feedback is sent to the sender, which completes the process of communication. That is the communication process. First phase shows sender has an idea, and second phase sender encodes idea, and third stage sender transmit message. And the first phase source sender has an idea, that is the right side feedback is, and another phase there is the VI receives send feedback and receiver encodes message and destination message receiver. And communication is a composite process which gets intensity at a given moment, and coordination between the various components of communication is necessary for communication to be effective. The various components of communication are sender, receiver, and encoding, decoding, channel of communication, communication medium, and feedback, noise, and filter. Filter is communication is need to be express our feeling and emotion to other and society. Everyone communicated in a specific purpose. The purpose of communication has been categorized under seven basic heads: and to interact, to inform, to inquire, to find out, to influence, to regulate, to record, to entertain. And medium of communication: verbal and non-verbal. People share idea, feeling, thought, fact, opinion, value, emotion, etc. with each other with different mediums. Such medium may be verbal or non-verbal. Verbal communication is the expression of or exchange of information or message through written or oral word. Non-verbal communication is the expression or exchange of information message through without using any spoken written word. Several mediums of communication can be understood with the following diagram, that is known as the medium of communication, that is divided by two types: verbal and non-verbal. Okay, the verbal communication, that is the different type of part known as oral communication and written communication, and non-verbal communication, that is the different type of part and facial expression and gesture, body language, and proximity, close personal appearances and license. This is the non-verbal communication. And verbal communication is divided two types: oral or written. That is oral communication, that is known as two part: speaking and listening, and written communication, writing and reading.